Hey everyone, welcome to my quick tip Cinema 4D tutorial. My name is Nick and I'm super thrilled to have you here. One of the things I started doing in my Cinema 4D workflow is restructure my Cinema 4D startup layout. While it's nice having the save layouts or presets featured in Cinema 4D, sometimes we want to jump straight and add a basic scene to save lots of time and just go straight to the point when putting together our projects. Some examples is having folder groups ready, render settings active, and even adding a cube similar to Blender. So in this tutorial, we're going to do just that. So when you fire up Cinema 4D, there's nothing in our scene, our objects are empty, there's no layer tags, and our render settings is on standard. So I'm going to show you how I set up mine, as well as how I put my group folders together, my layers, and also how to have Redshift fire up when you start your new project. So the first thing I like to do first is change my renderer to Redshift. And then from there, I like to go to my render settings and go to low presets and just start off with Redshift low sampling. Of course, you can also, have presets as well and just fire this up as well and get that started. But I like to start off with my Redshift low sampling automatically instead of having to go to render settings and then click on low presets. So it just saves me a lot of time. But I also encourage you guys to save your presets. That's very important. But let's say if I want to change the value of my width and height to like 1080 by 1080. So if you're somebody that posts content all the time on social media and you just want to fire up Cinema 4D and just start right away, you can also do that. So that's one way you guys can go about it. You can also save the preset, but I like to just start right away. Okay, cool. So now that I have my Redshift ready on my render settings, how do I show Redshift on the main menu? So the best way to do that is you can go to edit and then go to preferences and then go to render Redshift and then click on Redshift main menu on and off, and then you can see that it goes on. Okay, great. So now that we have our render settings ready, let's say if I want to open up Cinema 4D with a object, right? Similar to like Blender, you can totally do that as well. So let's say if I want a figure to start my project, well, you can do that. And one other thing I like doing as well is having group folders. So the way I do it is I go to null, and then I'm going to change the name to null to test. And then if I go to my attributes tab over here, go to basic, or actually, basic, icon, and then go to low preset. You can see I have presets already for folders, but if you want to start a new one, you can just click on this one and then change the green to, not the green, the color to a green. You could do that. And then you can save the preset if you want. I'm not going to save it because this is just a test. And then of course, let's say if I want to put my figure into the test folder, I can do that. Now, if you want to start your Cinema 4D with layers, I do highly encourage layers. I think it's a very effective tool to use. So let's say I start a new layer. I'm going to choose the color of the folder over here and then call this test. And let's say I want to apply this layer to the test folder, I could do that. So now that my folder is on green, I can left click and drag down, and now my figure is part of the test folder. So let's say if I want to have a cube, for example, right? And I have a different color. Let's call this test 2. I'm going to drag that over here. I can solo just a cube with the cyan color, or if I just want to view just that or just not show it in my scene, I can also do that as well. I can also just click on this so it only shows just the green, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot that you can do with layers, and that's why I highly recommend setting that up when you put this together. So I'm very happy with my setup. Let's say if I want to save this, I'm going to do Shift Control S, and then as you can see, it's on my desktop. So I'm going to call this new with lowercase, so make sure it's lowercase. Okay, great. So now once I have that done, I'm going to open up my folder over here, or my files, and then I'm just going to go to this address over here. So app data roaming Maxon Cinema 4D 2023. And as you can see, there's a file called new. So that new file was the old startup layout. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that. So we're going to open in a new window. So now you can see our new one and our old one. Now, before you make any changes, I highly encourage you to save your old startup just in case you mess up or just in case something bad happens. Luckily, I had that on my SSD, so even if I replace this, it doesn't matter. And plus, after this tutorial, I'm gonna have my original layout that I had before. So I'm gonna click and I'm gonna drag this, put it into the folder, and I'm gonna replace this file destination. Okay, cool. So now let's close everything. And then when I open up Cinema 4D again, now you can see that we started with a cube with a test folder, and on top of that we have our layers, and our setting, our render settings is active. And of course, we have the low sampling rate over here, as well as our values. So everything that we've changed is now in our Cinema 4D. And what's great about it is, let's say if I change to Redshift now, which is my Redshift layout, you can see that it's still here, it's still active, and that's how you do it. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you find this video super useful. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so if you ever miss a video. And if you enjoy what you see, please give the video a like and share it with your friends. That would be lovely. I'm always looking forward to your feedback as well and any suggestions. So feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And if you want to stay up to date with everything happening on my channel or on my Instagram pages, you can also follow that as well. Peace.